Hello everyone. So welcome to another lecture in Python interview preparation series. So I will quickly give an overview of what we have seen yesterday and what we are going to see in this particular class. Okay. So in yesterday's class, we started with sorry, yeah. We started with bitwise operators. Okay, bitwise operators. Then we have seen output statements, like how many types that we can print our output in Python. Okay. um, then we have seen a command line arguments, and then we started a flow control statements, and in that particular flow control statement we have seen conditional statements. So in today's class we will be continuing that flow control statements. So we will be writing few examples of conditional statements, then we will be moving on to the iterative statements, and then we will be seeing a transitive statements. Okay, sorry, transfer statements. So if time permits us, we will solve more problems on that particular loops as well. So because a loop is a very important topic, so we are going to solve around 10 problems using loops. Okay, so a few all are a basic. Okay, so which are very important in perspective of companies. Okay, interview preparation. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So before starting, myself Vamsi, so currently working as an associate software engineer at SNS Software Hyderabad. So now let's get started. So yesterday we have seen if and if else and if elif else. Okay, we have talked about these things, and we have seen some syntactical things and how to write code, and how to structure our code. So now we'll be solving a few more problems and writing code for them. So let's go. So the very first problem that we are going to solve here is okay. So I will be giving you n, okay, as a input, okay, n as your input, and you need to tell me whether that n lies in between 1 and 100. So if it is there in between 1 and 100, then you have to tell me like yes, it is lies in between 1 and 100. Otherwise you have to tell me no, it is not. Okay, so it's very simple problem, so please give it a try on your own as well. So yeah, now let's try to go on code for that thing. Let's say first we need to take the n from the user. So you guys know how to accept input from the user. Enter a number. So after entering a number, here comes our logic. So what is our logic? So if n greater than or equal to 1 and n less than or equal to 100. So is this our logic? Yes, done. So after that, if it is true, we are going to say yes, it the given number lies in between 1 and 100. Yes. Else print let's go and execute this piece of code, and then we'll get to know what it is exactly. Now let's say, so it is asking for enter a number, so let's enter number as a 12. Okay, so if I, yes, so it is saying that yes, the given number lies in between 1 and 100. So, and if I give 125, then I am going to get no. Yes, right. So 125 is greater than 100, so it is not going to be lies in between 1 and 100. So I hope you got some big better picture on these conditional statements, how these particular things work. And now let's modify this program a little bit. Okay, so I will be giving you a number. Okay, again number, and you need to tell me in what range that particular number exists. Okay, let's say I will be giving you a number between 1 and 100. Okay, one range, and then another range starts from 101 and ends at 200. So if this is happens, so yes, you need to say in between 100 and 200. Okay, so the same goes for few other cases as well. Now here let's make it 201 to 300, and here 200 and here 300. Here it is 400. No, sorry. Then here it's 4. Here again it is going to be 3, and it is 4. So yeah, so this is how I'm checking till 400. So you can have these conditions how like depends upon the range that you are going to check. And now I'm going to say here it the given number is greater than 400. Okay, now let's go and check this program. So I will be giving you 240. So it is saying that in between 200 and 300. Yes, and if I give you 1000, it is saying that the given number is greater than 400. So this is how we use if conditions. Okay, so again let's do another program. Now this time let's do one of the famous and yeah, very basic thing as well. So checking whether a given number is odd or even. Okay, so means I will be giving you a number, and you need to tell me whether that given number is odd number or even number. Okay, so how you are going to write code for that? So basically, so when can we say that a number is even number? So can we say that if the given number is a divisible of 2, then only we can say that the number is even. Otherwise we can say that it's an odd number, right? So how can we check whether a given number is a divisible of 2 or not? So here comes a picture, a modulus. So in Python we have one special not only in Python, it's in programming world, we have a special operator called modulus, which helps us to get the remainder. Okay, so now if I divide, or if I do n mod 2, so if I got 1, it means that if I got 1, it means that it is going to be odd number. If I got 0, then it is going to be even number, right? So let's change this logic a bit. So if n mod 2 double equal to 0, so if it is double equal to 0, then we can say that even number. Else we can say that That's it. Simple. So for a number, there will be only two possibles. Either it has to be even or it has to be odd. So we have only these conditions. Okay, if it is not even, then it is going to be odd. If it is odd, sorry, if it is even, then that's it. Yeah. So let's give some 210. So I got even number. Yes, I got this as an even number. And if I give 11, I got it as odd number. Done. Done. Hope till now you have understood. And let's solve another problem using strings. Okay, so yeah, we never did any program on strings. So let's do that now. Okay, so I will be giving you a name. Okay, so you need to change that as a name. Okay, I will be giving you a name, and you need to tell me whether that given name is Vamsi or not. Okay, if it is Vamsi, you are going to say yes, the given name is Vamsi. Yeah, again, it's going to be very basic. I just wanted to you guys to have and how to check a strings as well. Okay, that's all. So here we don't need to mention int because we are expecting a string on a string input. So here we don't need to convert that into the external sorry, integer type. Okay, so here I'm asking enter a name. Okay, so this is how you take input from the user. Now you will be having an so if a name double equal to Vamsi, name double equal to Vamsi, then I'm going to say print this is Vamsi, or yeah, let's say hey Vamsi. If it is not Vamsi, then hey, who are you? Now let's go and check this out. Yeah, so if I give Vamsi, then hey Vamsi. If I give like Sunil, so hey, who are you? Done. So this is how you will check with strings as well. And here I would like to show you something. Okay, so if I rerun this, and even now I am giving Vamsi only. Okay, even now I am giving Vamsi. So but it won't give me answer as I expected. So can you tell me why? Because here I have mentioned capital V, but here I am giving small v, right? सर पाइथन के कोड नहीं होते, मुझे व्हाट टू डू? So like actually I don't know Hindi much, so yeah, sir पाइथन के कोड नहीं होते हैं, मुझे व्हाट टू डू? So yeah, can you tell me the same in English? So yeah, why? Okay, so why? So here I'm giving capital in small case. Okay, here I'm checking with a capital V. Okay, so that's why it is not giving the output what I expected. So how can we check that? So you can convert this name into lowercase, then you can put a check over there. Okay, so how can you do that? Let's say I'm converting name equal to again a name dot a lower. Okay, name dot lower. Now let's go and check this out. Yeah, I would like to mention it here small b only, because we are, since we are converting full name into um, a lowercase, then we have to give it as a small here. Now let's see. So Vamsi it is working, and let's see by giving capital Vamsi. So I am giving all capital letters and I am checking. So again I got the Vamsi. So he is trying to say he couldn't get an idea of how to code in Python. Yeah, sorry, thanks Manoj. So yeah, it's very simple, Aman. Like you just need to learn. Like so, do you have any like prior coding experience in other programming languages? Then it will be easy, because so language doesn't matter. Okay, language doesn't matter, and until unless you are able to understand the code over there. So if you know a few, like if you are able to understand the difference between other programming languages and Python, then you can easily convert your code in other programmings to Python. But if you are kick starting with Python, so please spend some time on basics, okay, before moving on to the other topics. So please keep your basics uh, too strong. Okay, what should I do if I do not Python code? Spend some time. Okay, so practice more basic problems before going on to the advanced topics. That's it. Okay, so nobody is an expert, so everyone is a beginner at once. Okay, so everyone has to start at some point of the time. So you are starting now, that's it. Okay, please spend time means a quality of time. Okay, so there is a difference between time and quality of time as well. So please understood that, and yeah, spend some time, you will get it for sure. So yeah, and again I can say that please follow this particular series. So if you haven't watched it, please start from the lesson 1, so where I will be telling you how to code, and I will be going in a one particular way. Okay, you can follow me, even that will help you. Okay, so even if you still have a doubts on some concepts, then you can go to GeeksforGeeks articles, then you can learn from there as well, right? I'm pretty much sure that all the 90 kids, like now whoever is working in some IT professionals, must have learned from Geeks for Geeks articles. Okay, so more than from textbooks, I can say. Okay, so please follow Geeks for Geeks articles as well. So yeah, that will definitely help you to clear all your doubts. Sorry. Hope you got some idea. Sir, I know basic of Python, but I do not know program of Python code. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, please spend some time on practicing basic problems. Okay, so you can Google out basic problems. Okay, so basic programs for beginner. You will get some list. Okay, you will get some list. So now please try to code them on your own. Okay, you are telling that you know basics. Then you are again telling that I don't know the code. So then like, so I can understand that you have studied only theory, or am I correct? Or so I don't know. So yeah, so take out some beginner level problems and complete all of them, so that will give you a bigger picture. Or you can go to HackerRank. Yeah, HackerRank is one of the best platform for beginners whoever are starting with any programming language. In HackerRank they have a separate module called Python. Okay, so yeah, they will be starting right from the hello world. Okay, so even that will give you some confidence. Okay, so after solving some good amount of problems over there, then try to convert to GFG platform. So in GFG platform as well, we do have some good programs. Okay, you can start from school level. Okay, so we have different categories like school, basic, easy, medium, hard, advanced. Okay, so you can start with school level problems, then you can convert to a basic level problems. Okay, this is how you can, so programming comes with practice. Okay, not by studying some theory. Okay, don't do that mistake. So if you are studying or learning, going through some concept, So please make sure that you have done some good amount of coding related to that particular topic. Okay, then only you feel that yes, I'm done with this particular topic. So studying only theory doesn't help you much. Okay. Yes. So this is about it, and yep. Let's go to another topic. Okay, let's move on to the next topic called um, iterative statements. Okay, iterative statements. Iterative statements. So after hearing this particular term called iterative, you might have understood. Okay, you might have understood that yes, iterative. What does this iterative means? Doing a same task again and again, right? So doing same task again and again. So can I simplify that thing to loop? So you might be hearing this word everywhere, like if you open a Spotify. Okay, so if you love any song, what do? You will listen that song in loop. Okay, you will listen that song for 10 times, 20 times. Okay, until you will get bored of, right? So that is what a looping statements means. Okay, so here we have two types. One is for loops, another one is while loop. So what does this for loop means? Okay, what does this for loop means? Let's say, so basically these two are for different purposes. Okay, and here we will be giving some range. Okay, giving some range. So until that range, okay, until that range breaks, or if you are going out of that range, it won't work. You will be coming out of the loop. If you are inside that particular range, then you are going to execute that particular set of statements, okay, that you wanted to do repeatedly. Okay, so I will give an example. Okay, I will give an example. Let's say I wanted to print Vamsi 10 times. I wanted to print Vamsi 10 times. Now what I will do? So if I don't know, like forget about loops, okay, I wanted to print Vamsi 100 times. Now what you can do? What is the one way that everyone can think of? So having 100 lines of prints, having 100 lines of print statements, this is what a one can do, right? So 100 lines is not a big so if you spend 5 minutes, then you can do. How about if I ask you to write the same print line, print OMC for 1 lakh times or 1 million times? Then is that possible? Is that possible? No. Like, you are doing same task for 1 million times. Okay, it's not like writing copy paste for minimum 1 minute. So instead of, what we can do now, so we can put that particular statement that you wanted to execute for 1 million times in a loop. Okay, and I will I can say that. So please do this but same task for 10 like 1 million times. That's it. Okay, so what I will do now, so let's say loop. Okay, and I will say 1 million times. Okay, so print Vamsi. So now tell me, so this particular statement or this particular block of code is going to execute for 1 million times, and whenever it crosses 1 million plus 1, okay, 1 million plus 1, then it will come out of that thing. Because what is the commitment we have made? So you have to execute it for 1 million times. So whenever you have exceeded that 1 million, you have to come out. You don't need to execute that. Okay, so a loops means, a for loop means sticking to the commitment. That's it. Okay, So before moving on to the for loop and coding that, I would like to drag another topic, very important topic here, called a range. Okay, called a range. Sorry, a range. So what does this range stands for? So basically, let's say what is the difference for difference between for and while? Yes, that is what I am saying. In for loop we will be giving you a predefined range. Okay, so if we are in that particular range, then it will keep on executing. Whenever we exceeded that range, then we will come out of the loop. But in while we will be setting some condition. Okay, we will be having one condition. So until that condition is true, we are executing the, like, we are doing the same task repeatedly. If that condition becomes a false, then we will be coming out of the loop. That's it. Okay, so here we are giving range commitment. Okay, range commitment in while we are having condition. So if condition is true, we are executing. If condition is false, we are coming out of that. That's it. So yeah, you will get to know a better while we are trying to code that particular for and while. Okay, so just as of now, let's go in a one line. Okay, so let's first finish this for loop. So range. So basically, what does this range stands for? So you guys know what is a range. If I say a range between 1 and 100, what does it mean? What does it mean? Can I say a values which are residing starts with 1 and ends at 100. This is what a range in between 1 and 100. Yes, values start with 1 and ends at 99. Okay, now even if you are if it is even equal to 100, that is not an inclusive. Okay, so basically we do have two types, inclusive and exclusive. Okay, so if I say inclusive, it means that including 100. If I say excluding, it is excluding 100, means it is come till it will come till 99, it will come till 100. Okay, so if you are solving any DSA problems on any other platforms, you might hear that a word called inclusive. Okay, but yeah, so that's it. So we'll discuss that. Okay, we'll discuss more on that. Now in range. Okay, so range is an inbuilt function which helps us to generate that particular sequence of numbers. Okay, sequence of numbers. So let's say in range as well, we will be having three types. Okay, we will be having three types. One is range and endpoint. Okay, or let's say endpoint. So let's say now I just wanted to do the same task for 100 times. I just wanted to do the same task for 100 times. Now tell me. Okay, so basically by default, so basically a range will have a start point, end point, and increment or decrement pointer. Okay, so this start point says that you have to start at this particular number. Okay, let's say my start point is 5, end point is 25, and increment or decrement is +1. Now tell me what is the sequence of numbers it is going to. I will be taking live classes from 9 to 10. Okay, in weekdays mostly. Yeah, so yeah, I am planning to take sessions on DSA as well. So yeah, maybe next weekend. So but in weekdays I am going to come on live from 9 to 10. So every day. So when I say start point, it is a starting point means a 5. It starts at 5 and end point at 25. and increment is +1. So basically what is the sequence it is going to generate now? So can I say 5, it starts at 5, okay, then it will go to +1, okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so till 24, till 24. Done. You got to know how this particular range works. Range, if I have given -1, if I have given -1, now tell me what will happen. Okay, so let me change this to endpoint to a 0. So please let me know if you have understood. So starts at 5, okay, and -1, 4, 3, 2, 1, and whenever you have seen a 0, you are not going to include, you have to be increment. Okay, that's it. Sorry, this is how a range works in general, increment and decrement. So if you want to go in an decreasing manner, you have to put a negative value, means a -1, -2, and if you wanted to go in an increasing manner, then you have to put a +1. Okay, I can give you quickly a code here. Okay, so let's say print a range of 1, 100, 1. Okay, 1, 100, 1. So if I print this, okay, you won't get numbers. Okay, you won't get numbers, you will get some range itself, because it will return the numbers in a list. Okay, list type. So we need to explicitly convert this particular type into the list. Okay, so now we are converting this range of values into the list type. Now let's go and see. Yeah, we got the values. So we got the values till 99. Okay, so this is how it works. And if I have given 5, 0, -1, okay, 5, 0, -1, so we have seen 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so in this particular range, it is starting point 5, ending point 0, and it's either increment or decrement value. Okay, depending upon your requirement, you will be generating your sequence. Okay, now what if I don't mention these two values? Okay, if I mention only 5, okay, if I mention only 5, so it will, by default, it assumes that you are starting from a 0. Okay, you are starting from 0 and you are incrementing one value at each. Okay, so if I execute this, what I got the values from 0 to 4, right? 0 to 4. Right, done. If I mention 2, 5, if I mention 2, 5, so now what happens? It will take that 2 as my starting point and 5 as my ending point. Okay, and it will generate sequence starting with 2 and ending with 4. Done. So let me know if you have understood or not. Okay, if you haven't understood, I will repeat the same. Okay, so here 3 types are for one with giving 3 fields. Okay, which is a starting point, ending point, and increment and decrement. And second one is giving 2 values, a starting and ending. Okay, third one is giving only ending point value. So if you haven't given a starting point, then it will by default it will assumes that you are starting from 0. Done. Okay, now using this particular range, so now how we are going to implement our for loops? Okay, so basically let's say I wanted to do some task for n times. Okay, n times. Let's say n is equal to So I will be taking that input from user. So enter a number. Okay, I will be taking this input from the user, and then I will be doing this I will be doing some task for n times. Okay, that task is going to be, let's say, range of n. Okay, if I say something like this and print Vamsi. Okay, now tell me, so if I have given n is equal to 10, okay, if I have given n is equal to 10, how many times I am going to get my Vamsi? Okay, I'm stating that if I have given n is equal to 10, how many times that I am going to get Vamsi in my output? So is it 10 times? Is it 10 times? Let's see. I got it for 10 times. Yes. Now if I am stating that, so start from 2. Okay, start from 2 instead of starting from 0, start from 2, and now tell me how many times it is going to execute. Okay, so it starts from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it is starting, it is printing 8 times. Okay, so 10 minus 2, 8. Okay, let's see. So let's say again I am giving 10 and we got output Vamsi for 8 times. Not 9, Aman, it is sorry, you are telling for earlier, it is 10 times. Okay, you are starting with 0, then you are reaching till 9. Okay, you have to include a 0 as well. Okay, yeah, for this it would be 8 since you are starting from so it's very simple. If you wanted to calculate how many times that you are iterating in a loop, then it's very simple. So simply you need to do end point minus start point. That's it. Okay, end point minus start point. If you do that, you will get to know how many times this particular loop is being iterated. That's it. Okay. Now okay, so if you still have doubt, I can say print I. Okay, so you will get to know how many times you are in that particular like what are all the sequences it is going to generate. Okay, so enter a number. Let's say I have entered 10, so it has generated 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 in our sequence. Yes, so this is how a basic for loop looks like. Okay. So and now I will be giving you a list. Okay, yes, you can okay, you can, but as of now we are discussing about for loops. Yeah, we will discuss the same using while loops as well, so no worries. Okay, you can use either of the things. Okay, so few people for simplicity case they will go with a for loop because they need not to keep track of the conditions. Okay, so they will, after giving some range, then you can relax, so it will going to do all his work, and after that it is coming out. Okay, that's it. But while loop it is you need to keep track of the condition. Okay, so and you need to explicitly tell that after done with this particular thing you have to come out, so that's why. Okay, so sir, do you give some examples of iteration in for loop? Examples means what exactly you are asking, Aman? So here I will be giving, let's say, Vamsi, and again Aman, let's say, and let's pick some names from chart and pick some. Okay, now now I wanted to print all of these names in one by one. Okay, now how can I do? So for I in range of, so now tell me, so we know that we can access the elements in a list by using the concept of indexing, right? Now if you know that indexing, Now tell me what will be the indexes of these numbers. What will be the indexes of these numbers? So can I say the index of Vamsi is 0 and index of Aman is 1, index of Gujar is 2. Yes. So how can we know that the index is ending at 1, sorry 2? So let's say if the length, okay, the size of the list is 3. If the size of the list is 3, then can I say that we will be having the element at the last n minus 1 index, like where n is the size. Okay, here our size is 3, so we will be stopping at the second index, right? So let's say how can we find the size of a list or string or tuple or anything? Okay, how can we find a size here in Python? So it will be something like let's say size equal to length of ls. Okay, so if you don't know what is length, you can just hover on this. Okay, if you are using uh, IDs, then you can use that. Okay, so it is saying that it will return the number of items in a container. That's it. Okay, so here now size goes with 3. Okay, so now tell me, if I am giving the range of size, now what will be the sequence it is going to generate? It is going to generate the sequence of from starting with 0, 1, 2. That's it, right? So now if I go and print ls of I, okay, now if I go and print ls of I, will I get all my values? Will I get all my values? Let's go and see. Yes, I got all the values. Vamsi, Aman, Gujar. Done. I minus 1 Anshman, I think that won't work. Okay, since you are starting from a 0th index, okay, if you minus 0 minus 1, then it will become minus 1. So if you are printing minus 1, even yeah, in Python we do have a negative indexing as well. Okay, I will tell you that as well. Okay, so in Python we do have negative indexing. So here negative indexing starts from the last. Okay, starts from the last. So Gujar, Amman and Vamsi. Okay, so if you are giving that, it will print that thing. Done. And still, yeah, and still it won't as you are as you are saying that it will print in reverse. I don't think it will print all the values in reverse. Okay. Sorry, you are saying I minus 1, sorry. So did you see are you getting the values in reverse, exactly in reverse? No, you are not getting answers in exactly in reverse, right? So what is happening here? If you wanted to print all of the things in this particular reverse order, then you need to do something. So if you are able to figure it on your own, that will be good. Okay, if not, yeah, please try. Okay, so you are off cam, so please try like trace this out, then you will get it, I guess. Then you will get it. Now this is about it, and still yes. So yeah. Now we have discussed one operator. Okay, we have discussed one operator. So length of ls, okay, 0 and minus 1. Again the ending point value is like again you are going to be in trouble, Anshman, if you print the same. Okay, so you have to do some modifications over there. Okay, so like you are starting from a length of ls. So what is the length of ls here? It's 3. Do you have any value with the index of 3? Do you have any value of with the index 3? No, right? You don't have any value, so it will throw an error over there. Okay, so whenever you are trying to reverse whenever you are trying to print something in reverse order, okay, please just make sure that you are starting from, let's say, so here a starting values will be -1, size -1, and then your ending value should be -1. Okay, so because you know that, okay, you are going to reach, okay, you have to come till 0, you have to come till 0. So if you wanted to include 0 in your sequence, then you have to go till -1. Okay, then do -1. Okay, so now let's go and print ls of I. Yes, got it. A small correction, but it's a good try. Okay, and even if you are starting from a size, then you can do like according to your particular conditions. What you can do now, you can do a -1 here. I guess output will be same. Yeah, but it's not an efficient. Okay, so you are using a loops, again you are doing minus, it's not that much efficient, so you can do here only. Okay, instead of doing explicitly, why don't you take that button? Okay, tell that for your loop and it will take care of everything. Okay, done. Okay, so now where I am. So yeah, so for these kind of things, if you wanted to print something from your list, string, tuples, dictionaries, you can use your membership operators. So we have discussed that topic. Okay, we have two membership operators which were introduced in Python. One is in and another one is not in. Okay, so here in states that membership operator only. Okay, now how we are going to use that in, and we are going to print the values. So let's say for I in, for I in ls, okay, if I do print I, okay, for I in ls, and if I do print I, now can I know, okay, let me know what you can expect in output. Yes, the same. Vamsi Aman Guja. Yes, Vamsi Aman Guja. So what it is doing? It is doing, first it is taking this value, then it is taking this value, then it is taking this value. Okay, and even the same goes for if you are if you have any string as well. Okay, so now if I do for I in S, then VAMSI. Okay, VAMSI. That's it. Okay, and this goes same for other data types as well. You can try it on your own. Yes, yes, Anshuman. Yeah, I'm there here to help you only. Okay, so yeah. Now, so you will be asked one good interview question here. If you are attending, like if you are aiming for some good service-based companies, then the question will be states like this. Okay, um, tell me the, okay, how many like length or size of the list or string, okay, without using the inbuilt functions. Okay, so they are stating that, okay, so you need to tell me the size of this particular list without using the inbuilt function. So here it's very simple. Okay, if they ask me tell me the size of this list, I will simply use ln as ln, then I can say this is the size, and they are asking me without using inbuilt functions. Okay, you can't use this ln now. So now how can you do that? Okay, now how can you do that? Let's say I have one variable called count length, okay, which is initialized to 0. Okay, now instead of printing, I will do, instead of printing, I will do count ln plus equal to 1. Yes, so this statement is equal to count ln equal to count ln plus 1. So I have discussed why we are writing this and what is the advantage of writing this in my previous video. Okay, so user defined function will use no, right, we are not using user defined function length here. Okay, this is what an interviewer expects you to tell. Okay, but if you are writing the code in C++, we have to use that indexing of you guys know, in char array we will be storing at the last, at the end Okay, we will be storing a null value, so you can put that in your as your condition, then you can come out of the loop. So till then you can iterate through the loop and you can increment the count. Okay, so now after coming out of this particular loop, just print count ln. Okay, just print count ln. So like, what is the thing here? Okay, so how do you believe that this is going to work? How do you believe that this is going to work? So if you know, please let me know in the chat. Okay, yes, it worked, but I just wanted to know why this should work. Okay, so what is this doing? Okay, what is this particular membership operator is doing here? So it is doing it is iterating through all the values in a list. Okay, how many values are there in a list? 3 values. So this particular for loop will do the same task for 3 times. Okay, so what I'm doing, and each time I am incrementing 1. Okay, if I am doing the task for 3 times and each time I am incrementing by 1, so it should increment by 3, right? At the end of the day, it should increment by 3. So after printing this, after coming out of the loop, if I print that value, it is going to print 3. That's it. Yes, done. So even this goes same for string as well. Okay, if you are given string, so let's say they will ask you to find for string mostly. Okay, let's say now here the size of this particular string is going to be 5, then 1 space is also count. Okay, so 6, then it's 6 plus 12, 12 plus 5, it's a 17. Now let's change this ls to s, then 12 plus 5, it's a 17. Okay, sorry, done. Hope you have learned something. Yeah, now let's go and check out another loop called while. Okay, or let's do a few more problems here. Okay, so still we have 5 minutes. Okay, let's do another famous problem called finding a factorial of a number. Okay, finding a factorial of a number. If you know what is a factorial, please let me know in the chat. Okay, so okay, factorial of a given number. So let's say I have given you n is equal to 5. What is a factorial of 5? It's a 120. How you are going to do that? It is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Okay, whatever the n you have given, you need to multiply all the numbers starting from 1 till the n. So that is how you can define factorial. Okay, so now tell me, what is the sequence of what is the sequence that we are going to generate now? Okay, if I wanted to find the factorial of n, so what will be the starting point for every number? Whatever the irrespective of the number, what will be the starting point? Can I say starting point is 1, right? And what is the ending point? What is the ending point where we need to end that particular call? So can I say we need to end at n plus 1? Why n plus 1? Why not n? Okay, you will have that doubt. Okay, so if I end at n, I'm going to consider the values till n minus 1. Okay, so in this scenario, then it would be 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Then value will be 24 only. But it's actually not, right? Okay, so I'm expecting answer as 120. You will be giving as a 24. This is not an correct answer. So if you consider your endpoint as n plus 1, then you will be going to give me 120. The correct answer. Done. Now what about the increment and decrement? So here you need to increment, right? So 1 1 1. So always plus 1. So your increment should be plus 1. Done. So this is how you are going to do that. Now let's go and code this up. Let's say I will be taking n is equal to n value from the user. To store a result, okay, to store result, I am declaring one variable as a result. So initially the I'm assuming factorial is a 1. Okay, now I will be writing for I in a range of, for I in range of, what will be the starting value? It is a 1. Okay, then what will be the ending value? It is n plus 1. What will be the increment? Then 1. So you don't need to mention increment value because it's by default you will be incrementing plus 1 every time, but it's a good practice if you mention that increment value as well. Okay, in future you won't get any confused. Okay, so it's not about writing code and leaving that code for 1 or 2 days, right? It's like storing that particular program for the years, so we don't know when that use case comes. Okay, now, so how we are doing that? So at the first, our I value is 1. At first our I value is 1, so I will be doing I into 1, right? So what do I need to, what I am doing exactly is I am multiplying the result with the I, and again I am storing that result in result. Okay, so let's say what I am doing, so result is equal to result into I. This is what I am doing. So you can't multiply all the numbers at the once, right? So, and each time I am picking up one number and I am multiplying that with the previous result, right? Previous, till now whatever we got, we are multiplying that. At the end we are returning our result. That's it. Okay, so let's say result equal to result into I. Done. So at the end I will print result. At the end I will print result. Let's execute this piece of code. So I'm giving 5. Yeah, I got 120. So yes, Aman, according to you, like if you are starting from the end, then tell me the range. Okay, so you are starting from end, and you are traversing till 1. Okay, if you want to consider 1, then you have to give your end as 0, then you have to give me -1. Done. So even again this is going to yield the same result. Yeah, done. So hi dear Parek, yeah, got it. So did you got like why we have a result equal to result into 1? So actually it is going to work something like this. Okay, how to trace a loops. Okay, so it is like one of the most question you get to ask from my students. Okay, let's say I have initialized result equal to 1. Okay, and I have the values ranging from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the sequence which I am generating, right? Okay, now let's say what is the piece of work that I am doing repeatedly. I am doing result equal to result into I. Okay, so I first, it is starting here. Now what I am doing, so I into result, so I into result. Now what is the result now? So 1 into 1, say 1, and where I am storing that result back, I am storing that in result again. So I have override that result equal to 1. Now my I moves to the next value, it is 2, right? Yes you can, yes you can. Okay, yes you can. Now I have moved my I to the next value. It is now I is 2. So what I am doing, result into I. So it's a 1 into 2 is equal to 2. And where I need to store that result again, I need to store that in my result bag. Now my I moves to here. Now 3 into 2, it's a 6. Where I need to store that, again it's in here. So now my I moves to the next. So 4 into 6, it's a 24. So where I need to store that result, again it's in the here. Now I moves to 5. So 5 into 24, it's a 120. Where I need to store that result, it's in result. So is there anything to move now? Nothing. Okay, so I will come out of the loop and I will print result. My what is the current value in my result? It's a 120. So this is how you need to work out. Okay, this is how you need to work out. Yes, so yeah, so you are asking me. This even works the same. Done. Yes, understood everyone. Yes, let's stop here. Okay, hope you have enjoyed the class today, and let's catch up at the tomorrow next session, which will be at tomorrow. Okay, 9 p.m. Okay, so we will be starting where we have stopped. Then yes, that's pretty much. And yeah, so please let me know how you feel this particular session in this chat session. Okay, then yeah, so see you, bye bye.